Good morning, good morning. So it is day 2 of my mission trip to Kenya. And so this morning, pretty much, we are going to eat some breakfast around 7 o'clock. And then 8 o'clock, we are going to head out to the hospital to Tinwick. It's about a 5-hour drive. And I guess it's been raining a ton. I think you might be able to see a little bit. See how it's all fogged up there? Yeah, it's been raining. So I guess the roads are pretty bad. So it should take around 5, maybe even 6 hours. So it's going to be quite the drive. So I'll show you guys around my place where I'm staying later today and show you guys kind of like what I packed, some of the essentials. I'm going to show you now, but when I unpack it, I can kind of, that is the main essential right there. Alright, so I will record a little bit later. God bless and much love. And whoops, I should have said this earlier, but I do not want you guys to forget that you are greatly, greatly loved and that you are wonderfully and beautifully created and that you are capable of far more than you could ever imagine.
We've got a fire blazing in our hearts. No, we're never gonna stop until the whole world knows who you are, who you are, who you are. We've got a fire blazing in our hearts.
Alright, we're gonna feed some baboons. Can I get a bag of the chips? Boom, 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 boom. Not want any chips. So it is my recap for day 1 of being at Tinwick Hospital. And so I have to say it was a pretty surreal experience. You know, this is a day I've thought about and dreamed about for a long time. You know, since my last mission trip where I went to Sierra Leone when I was just an undergrad student, this is something that I've looked forward to, something I've like literally dreamed about for so many years, and then the day was finally here. And you know, like you're going up, and it's the raining season, so you're like going up this hill, going up, making your way to get to Tinwick Hospital. The roads were actually surprisingly good. That like surprised the heck out of me, but the roads were very nice. But then we got to Tinwick Hospital, and you know, like I didn't know what to think. I didn't know really what to expect. And I walk up and I see this huge sign that says "We treat and Jesus heals." And that's literally all over the hospital. And then there's Bible verses all over the hospital, and like Jesus is like literally screamed out from everywhere around the hospital. I immediately get this sense, wow, this I think is what the kingdom of heaven is going to be like, or wow, this is what the kingdom of heaven looks like here on earth. That there are so many doctors and nurses and different staff and faculty that are donating their life to treat the people here as Jesus heals them. And it's like one of the most breathtaking, one of the most surreal experiences I've ever felt. But then quickly after, you get a wake-up call. And not that it was necessarily bad, but just about how desperate the situation is here. You walk through like the waiting rooms and there's tons, like 50, 60 people, tons and tons of patients, literally all over the place. And then we get to the OR where some surgeons are going to make sure they have the right equipment. Some of the equipment's broke, some equipment's missing. Just like basic necessities are somewhat hard to come by, but they do an amazing job, and you know, they definitely have tons of supplies here, and they're very blessed to have what they do have. Things that we probably take for granted in the United States, you won't hear. You know, like, you cherish every little thing that you have, and I think that is a beautiful thing. So my day one was pretty incredible. I did not get to see patients today. It was just orientation, getting into the computer system, getting our passwords, getting the Wi-Fi, getting all of that stuff done. So I didn't get to see patients, but tomorrow I will. Tomorrow will be my first day on the medicine service, so I'll definitely give you guys an update about all of that. So just a couple misconceptions I'll say that people usually probably wouldn't think about, and honestly is what I had. Like, I didn't think we'd have any internet. I didn't think we'd have much technology at all, but we actually have an EMR here, so there's electronic medical record. There's Wi-Fi all over the hospital, all over the guest house, which is super nice. There's running water in all of the houses. You know, we have clean water to drink. Literally, it's been super nice. I'm not saying that's like that everywhere, but here where we're serving, it is. So that's been luxuries I did not expect to have, which has been very nice. And also, one thing about this area, the people are absolutely amazing. You know, like, which I guess I should have expected, because people are donating their time here, so they're going to be great people. But they're just so loving and so excited to meet you and so excited to hear your story. It's just been a blessing. It's been an incredible first day. I got to throw out some misconceptions that I had. I got to learn a lot. I got to see a lot. And I got to be inspired by these incredible doctors that are dedicating their life. Okay, so that's day one here serving in Kenya. To end with, I want you guys to know that you are greatly, greatly loved, and that you are wonderfully and beautifully created, and that you are capable of far more than you could ever imagine. My wife just messaged me. Definitely time to go.
Yeah.